Russian President Vladimir Putin says Ukraine must suggest alternative ways to pay its energy bills, or it may have to start paying in advance for natural gas from Russia. In March, Ukraine was already behind on an estimated $2.2 billion debt to the major Russian energy provider, Gazprom. Tom Barton reports.
With Ukraine's debts piling up, Vladimir Putin suggested that state-run energy giant Gazprom hold back for now on asking for advance payment on natural gas deliveries to Ukraine.
Taking into account the complex situation in Ukraine and the fact that we have not yet finished talks with the EU, I would ask Gazprom and the government to hold off on such a possibility that comes from contract terms until additional consultations take place.
However, Putin was quick to add that should Ukraine decline to negotiate its debts, Moscow would ask for advance payments according to the strict terms of its existing contract. After the Crimean crisis, Gazprom hiked the prices it is charging Ukraine. Kiev says it is withholding payments because Gazprom is price gouging, charging Ukraine $485 per 1,000 cubic meters of gas, while charging EU customers an average of $370 for the same amount of gas. That more than $100 per cubic meter. Meanwhile, there are media reports of tens of thousands of Russian troops poised on the Ukrainian border, reports that Moscow disputes. US Secretary of State John Kerry says any aggression in eastern Ukraine will further damage Russia's international standing.
They are running the risk, clearly, of isolating themselves further and of losing friends around the world. They've already lost them in Ukraine, where people who were once more supportive now feel threatened and, frankly, abused by what has happened.
Some political analysts here say Russia doesn't need the business climate that any regional conflict brings. The country's economic growth may slow below 1% this year.
When political sphere is calm and without any crisis, it's very good for economy. Yeah, investors, each investors, like when it's no revolutions, no riots, no problems. But we have in Russia a problem in addition to this newest situation.
Ukraine says it may take Russia to court over the gas price rises. With Russia also demanding payment, there are fears that gas taps to Europe could be switched off. Tom Barton, CCTV, Moscow.